Is this good content?
I guess so, maybe.
My long lost cousin Caleb came to visit. I was just gonna make a video about what I do at night.
Nothing.
I got this shop. I got chores to do in the shop. This ain't gonna be much of a talking video, I guess. Good night, guys. See y'all later. My camera probably finna fog up. It is so humid out here. Oh, yep, look at there. Let's see if we can make it quit. Quit. What the hell was I even doing? Here, let me show you how this works. So before we go too deep into the bowels of the shop, this is what I was fixing. My old Adam 80. You can see where the paint had burned off. I had a baffle failure and the stuffing started coming out. Yeah, we call it stuffing in Louisiana. Oh, God, I don't even want to tell you how much sweat I shed taking this thing apart. It is a beast to disassemble. And then you got to clean it so that everything else will take. Every weld inside of the silencer failed. There was one around the inner tube and then two little tacks that held it onto the end there. Now this is where the inner weld, you can see the little shiny part on the inside. It was just maybe a ½ inch of weld that was holding this baffle. I don't know which part failed first. Ultimately, they were all broken. So I cleaned the thing completely and got it ready for reassembly. And this is what we're seeing right here. It's fully caulked, I guess. That's as much as I could get out of the inside. Now, I got this stuff at the store just because it said it was high heat resistance. Turns out it was a total joke. Do not buy this stuff. This other stuff is what you want. Either the ultra black or the high temperature red RTV. Those are the only two that I've ever used in a silencer replacement. Instead of re-welding it, I just decided to use this epoxy. It's just like a steel stick, like a JB steel stick, or maybe it was a generic one from Harbor Freight. But, I filed a warranty claim. They accepted it, but I needed to fix this silencer so I could put the unit back in service. I had students showing up the next week, and I needed this machine to be flying. So I used this, and it actually held up pretty good. Ran it for many hours after this quick repair here. Pushed the steel stick in there, bound it up. Works great. Running a paramotor school, inevitably you're going to run into some damaged propellers. Had a streak where just 2 or 3 of them in a row just got smashed, just the tips, just the tip. So I do my own repairs. It saves me hundreds of dollars. I built some molds. This is just some footage about me doing some propeller repair for the school. This is function, not form. Sometimes you gotta repair a propeller with a little tape dam and fill in a little bubble where the epoxy didn't take. Had a little gap, made a little tape dam. Got some to do here. What to do here. There's the mold. I use mold release. I paint this stuff on there. It dries and then the molds have always worked pretty good, but I needed an upgrade. I was getting too many bubbles down in the final product, so I needed to mill out these relief holes so that it could settle a little better. Is this good content? I know this is good content. Oh, come on, focus, you stupid. I milled me a slot. Now I'm gonna clean it up so that it looks better. There's a little inner look at the mold making process here. So I'll just show you what I'm looking at. So this is what we got going here. So we put a little tape down right under here. Start filling it in. We fill it in with our, fill it in first with a layer of gel coat. You can see where some of that is dribbled down here. That's that white, hard looking, smooth looking stuff. That's gonna be the surface of the mold surface against the propeller. And then the fiberglass resin, and of course you get to use those once, those chip brushes. They get hard as a rock. The cups melt, put all that stuff with each other. When you get a cup, you gotta calibrate it. You gotta figure out exactly where 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce of material is so that you can measure the correct amount of catalyst to put in there. You pre-cut your mats and all kind of little stuff and get those ready. That's what I'm finna do with these. I'm finna pile them on. We're gonna put all those on there and make it thick. Make it thick and strong. I think I'm gonna beef it up just a little bit more. What I got to lose, right? It's good to go. Let me just show you what we're working with. That's the mold release is what that is, that little film. That's what keeps it all from sticking. And it looks like we got some pretty big bubbles in this one, so it didn't do just right, but it was kind of flaky. But we can fill those in easily. We've got the main shape of the propeller available to us. There's some voids and there's some gaps, but overall there's a shell that contains everything. We'll clean that up, put some more epoxy in there. You know, even if we just use tape this time to kind of make it a little proud, but fill it in, use a little tape dam to hold it in there. And I think we'll be good. This other side is completely encased, so we can use that as kind of like the bottom of the pool. All right, I don't see any gaps, any bubbles. That side took really well. Out here at the tip, yeah, there's some voids. But that may not be all bad. Taking a little weight out of the tip, as long as it's got the shape, pushes air and balances, we'll be happy with that. But we're gonna fill it in nonetheless and get it where it needs to be. Same thing on this one. Let's see what we got going here. Yeah, see, our little plug worked well. Maybe a little too big. I'm not gonna put that much on the next one. That's gonna take a minute to grind off, but come off real easily. Still better than having like a whole bunch of that everywhere to grind off. Reshaping it, that's hard, but this is just minor sanding. You just do minor sanding, get it how you want to get it, and that stuff peels to that's where the glue stopped. Right there. All right then. So that is it for the shop footage that I got for this one. I found a vlog that I did where I had to go deliver some drugs down to a store. But I'll put the vlog here at the end of this video and just let that finish it out. I might go back and make another video, like a complete mold making video, if anybody's interested in that. Comment below and let me know if you'd like me to do that, and I'll try to make a better shop video. This was just something I had to do to get the props repaired and back in service so that I could continue teaching the school. It's been a good year. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to continue to edit and add videos, probably 2 to 3 a week throughout the winter. I've got a bunch of footage stacked up. This stuff was from back in August. I hope you continue to watch, subscribe, hit the like, comment, all that stuff. Much love, everybody. Kyle out. That was lightning. We're getting wet here. You might ask yourself, why was the heat index 110 degrees today? It's Monday. It's Monday. I'm not gonna throw a cuss fit. I worked all day. I didn't have any breaks today. I take that back. I ate this big dang hamburger. It was like 5 stories tall. Literally, one of the kind of hamburgers you can't fit in your mouth. You gotta cut it up. Take out 6 enemies with a hamburger like that. But yeah, obviously I'm not flying. Like, it looked really nice today. Everybody's like, should we train? I was like, guys, they showing storm development all over the place. And everywhere that we fly got blasted by storms today. But back to the question about why I'm wearing a hoodie on a day at 110 degrees is because... Squirrel! Look at this stuff we got. Well, I put my shoes on, and I realized I have a shirt on, and I'm having to go to a store, and my shoes are dirty. I didn't want to take them back off. I didn't want to walk through the house to get a t-shirt because I would attract mud. So it was laziness. I just looked up on the coat rack, there was this little coat hanging, and I just put it on so I could be civilized in society. As bad as I want to walk into the gas station with just a pair of shorts and shoes on, carrying a bag of drugs, I probably don't want to do that. So I threw on a hoodie. This storm was gonna come up, gust front, I saw it coming. I really wanted to go outside and observe it, but had to do a couple chores right when I got home. And back to the mold making tonight. I'm gonna make some more efficient propeller molds. I've gotten better at it. I've done it 2 or 3 times, and I've got like a good solid plan now. Ordered some supplies last night, dropped $200 on some supplies to make some really nice molds. And I'm still sort of designing them in my mind. I've not drawn anything, but I know what I want. I know how I want to do it. I'm not claiming to be expert at everything, but you know, chemistry, physics, geometry, you know, these are my gigs, and all that stuff comes together in a shop where you can make things. Tool making, you know, tool making, using tools to make tools, that's what separates us from the beast. So that's one of the things I really enjoy is being a tool maker. Self-taught, not the best, but I'm rambling though. I'm rambling, thinking about the things I gotta do and what it means and what I've studied, and I think I'm gonna throw out something good. What's happening is at school is people been lifting their damn feet and not running and letting that motor push them. They're getting silly. They're not focusing on what they gotta do, and they're doing other stuff. And it's just being green at something. Nothing to knock any of the students. I did the same thing. I know how it is. Very few people, 1 out of 20, do it just right out of the box. And those guys, they when they have a moment, it happens. And then sometimes people can almost have a moment, like they've got it, but they're not getting the speed part of it. You gotta get fast. You gotta get fast on these gliders, y'all. You gotta run. And until you're fast enough that it picks you up, you don't jump, you don't sit, you don't quit running, you don't let off the throttle. Any of those things will damage that launch attempt, sometimes beyond repair. Sometimes you can salvage it if you recommit, but it's an immediate recommit or an immediate abort. But it's when you try to force something, you'll go down. And it happened 2 times in 2 days at the school. And you know, I get crack pops occasionally, but you know, once a month, maybe. I get crack pop once a month. I use my mold, fix it, put it back in service. Something you can do with a helix prop. Just keep repairing it. Just glue on the end again. You know, you make the other end for the propeller and you glue it on. The only time I've ever had one fail was when I didn't put any backbone in it. I just put a big plug of epoxy, glued it onto the end, but it was maybe 1.5 inches epoxy, and it flung off, it broke and came loose. You need structure in there. You need to put some more material in there, fiber, carbon, fiberglass. You can put sticks in it, it doesn't matter. But you gotta get something in there that gives it a skeleton so that epoxy can, that's how it works. You know, raw epoxy or just raw fiber is no good. Put them together, it's a symbiotic relationship. These things form a very rigid structure versus either other one alone. I don't know exactly the math on how much more structurally sound it is, but I would guess somewhere beyond 5 times. Like, probably 5. I'd bet somewhere around 5. We might look it up and see if y'all into that. Somebody tell me in the comments if that's your profession. And you know, I figure if you combine the two, you get 5 times the strength than either one alone. Maybe more, I may be vastly off, but that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like in my mind. That's really it. I don't know where I was going with this. I just don't, you know, they call me at work, tell me, hey, bring me this medicine. I can't come get it. You know, whatever happened. I got kids, somebody passed out next door, I don't know. But you can't seizure medicine for a child, so I don't mind doing it. I don't mind driving through the thunderstorm with a hoodie on.
Carrying a sack of drugs into a gas station. Yeah, I don't mind that. Guess the truck needed a little wash anyway. It was kind of dirty. I did wash it, change oil after I got back from the Pacific Northwest store. Oh wow, the sky's got this beautiful orange color to it. Yeah, it's thunderstorming. It's like the sunset's trying to poke through and hit the bottom, and there's lightning and there's sunset. Got the potential to really turn into a good one, but we're getting close to it. I think the sun's just about setting. I believe we're past the point where it could turn really orange and look real cool. You know, the thing about North Louisiana is there's lots of trees. Lots of trees. With all these trees, you don't get a good look at the horizon. You don't. You can see it sometimes in glimpses if there's a cutover here on a hill or a high line or a pipeline, something that they push trees down. Every now and then you get a glimpse, but you never fully see it. You never completely get a perfect look at that. This is a pretty good view. This is about all you're gonna get. All right, here we are at the gas station. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna cut the vlog here. I don't know where I was really going with it. I just thought I'll do a little vlog while I drive down here to this gas station. So that's what I did. Tell you about what's going on. I might shoot some footage of the mold making process. Man, guys, it is hard to film something and do it and study it at the same time. Some of your focus inevitably goes to the camera work. Turning it on, to forgetting to turn it off, forgetting to turn it on. You're not devoting enough to the camera, or you fill up the cards and you just fill your memory to pieces and you got nothing left. And I'm running out of memory. I've got so much footage piled in, not been able to edit it as fast. I'm to a point where I might have to start putting cards to the side, getting additional cards, just if I'm gonna keep recording vlogs. And I know these things are coming out later than when I make them. It's obvious. This is way past by the time this is getting on the internet for sure, but that's how it goes. So let me get gas, bring us drugs in here, and we'll be good.